Okay, here's your year-over-year Bradford market snapshot. Like my other videos, we're going to review all home types. So this is inclusive of condos, semis, towns, links, everything. And what we're talking about here is the average numbers. New listings that came to market in Bradford a year ago were 178. 126 126 sales through the month in April 21, 86 active listings. Active listings are what didn't sell and carried over into the next month. March 22, we had 197 new listings come to market, 77 sales through the month, and 101 active listings that pushed into April. April, less listings came on the market, pretty consistent throughout the GTA, 171, 43 sales, again down, but what we're seeing is this is what's determining, the active listings is what's determining your months of inventory, and we are starting to see that climb. Looking at the money, 1,044,000 was the average sale price across all home types a year ago in Bradford. 1,384,000 in March, currently trending at 1,202,000. Now, we are seeing a decline in the average sale price, across the GTA. Certainly, you got to remember it is an average sale price, so it takes into account the condos, semis, towns, links. So if you're selling more farms one month, then it's going to drag the number around, higher. And if you're selling more condos and semis and towns, it's going to bring it down lower. So again, there's no question to the fact that the average sale price did go down, but this number it's a little bit subjective because it depends on what the vast majority of the inventory that's been selling that month. The SNLR, known as the absorption rate, stands for sales to new listings ratio, tells us what's the percentage of the homes that are selling each month that came on the market. 70.8% of the homes that came on the market in April 21 sold, 39% in March 22, currently trending at 25%. So let me break that down for you. So 100% of homes listed, you have 10 homes listed in Bradford. I'm just using just an example number. So if you had 10 homes listed, 2.5 of them sold. So only 25% of the homes that are coming on the market sold. So the reality is from a seller standpoint, you want to be thinking to yourself, well, how is my home going to be one of those 25%? Months of inventory remaining tells us that if no other inventory came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or current rate of buying, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? So a year ago, 0.7 months of inventory, 1.3 in March, and we're currently sitting at 3 months of inventory. So this would, 3 months of inventory is where you're sort of getting more into that balanced market. I mean, how we're actually determining whether it's a buyer's market or seller's market is the SNLR. The months of inventory, though, is gauging how much inventory there is on the market. And so what we're seeing here is obviously we're seeing months of inventory go up and we're seeing the absorption rate go down. They usually are opposing to each other. I mean, there are specific cases where they aren't, but usually they are. And so they go hand in hand to guide you through the market. So as a buyer or seller, these are the stats that I'm looking at. So for sellers, right, or for buyers right now, lots of inventory out there, lots of choice. Lots of things to look at, lots of things coming out every day. And for sellers out there, how are you going to get your home to be that 25%? Well, if you have questions about that, I would invite you to connect with me and we can have a chat about it. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling 104.1% of ask a year ago, 112.3 in March, currently trending at 101.9. Days on market to get a home sold, 10 a year ago, 11 in March, currently trending at 10. So I think what you're going to see coming into the May numbers, I think you're going to see these numbers pick up a little bit. The days on market, I think you're going to see that increase quite significantly. But if you have any questions on how this information pertains to your Bradford home, feel free to reach out to me.